road is that we're satisfied as far as the authority is concerned and what it does as far as for the residents and the protection that they're giving us.
Thank you.
Sally?
Sally Coffey, 3463 Palace Court. I don't remember why, I'm sure somebody told me why. These meetings are not broadcasted on Pennsauken TV. So there is a reason, obviously. What is it?
Well, I believe we keep saying it, the same thing at our ends, that, you know, the meetings are open to the public. They can obviously come whenever they want. You know, we do videotape some of the meetings sporadically. I know that's why Joanne brings up well, we got dual cameras here today, so we got a dual purpose here. And John, I'm sorry, you're getting my backside here. But we also didn't feel that the political agenda, which we always try to keep politics out of Channel 19 as much as possible. And that was really the committee's main reason for not making it a political a channel. That hasn't changed.
Well, I think that all of us are getting older, none of us are getting any younger. And I know that Betsy, for instance, just came aboard last year.
But it being old?
No, I mean, aboard the committee.
They had a birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Betsy. No, but I mean, like, she's only been with, you know, with the committee for several months now. But some of the other seasoned members eventually will retire. But I think that, you know, we have to get people a lot younger than ourselves involved. And I don't know this woman sitting beside me, but this is the first meeting she's ever attended. So I give her credit for coming out. She lives here, you know? But I just think that maybe it's the hour. You know, does anybody have a difficult time getting here at 5:30 in the evening? I mean, I'm retired myself, so, you know, you're gonna hang with me for a long time perhaps.
I guess I'm the oldest person on committee.
Most distinguished, all
I
right?
don't know about that, but I'm the oldest, and this has come up several times. It opens up a whole lot of things, and I think the mayor aptly put it, we've tried to separate the political aspect of it. But if you have any friends that live in Willingboro, I think Riverton, Palmyra, look at some of the meetings. And I tell you what, if you look at some of the meetings, you'd have no faith in the political arena whatsoever. Both for some politicians who use it as a stage for their own benefit, and some citizens who have a selfish motive to hog the camera. They know they're on camera. I happen to be in Ocean City, Maryland, back the first week in May, and I'm flicking through the channels, and I flicked through the Ocean City, and it was a fiasco. It was embarrassing. So the point that I'm trying to make is, I think more people don't do it than do it. And you might want to talk to some of the people who do it and find out if they had it to do over again. Once you start it, it's difficult to stop, that they would not do it again. And as far as the 5:30, it's something we've said tons of times. Anyone that wants to talk to any one of us, if they can't be here at 5:30, all they have to do is pick up the phone and call our administrator. We will. I know Jack has done it. The mayor's. I've met with people on Sunday mornings, Saturday evenings. So we'll meet with people, and I don't know that the time keeps people away. As we've changed the time. We used to be 6 o'clock. We had no more people than we had at 5:30, and one time we even wanted to go a little later, and we found out that we were sitting here by ourselves, and no one came. So I don't think it's a bad idea, but once again, talk to the people who, the towns that do it, or if you get a chance, if you have friends in one of those boarding, just find out when their Board of Ed meetings, or either Board of Ed meetings or Township meetings are, and look at them on camera, and you may formulate another opinion.
Well, for instance, the Democrats and the Republicans each have their own clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Do each of you see that there are younger folks than us that are coming out, that are interested? But where's the next generation coming from to run this town?
Well, you're absolutely right, Sally. I mean, but once again, young people that are interested, I can't speak for the other party. We have young people that are interested, who come to our meetings, who do get involved in the political process. They're gonna do it regardless, whether it's on Channel 17 or not. But it's a lot of apathy with young people, and I can't argue that point with you at all. It is and who is gonna do it when we step down is.
I mean, because it's not, you're not getting paid a lot of money.
But
And it's a
also
lot of time.
remember this, Sally, it's a thankless job, okay? And a lot of people, you see the television, you saw the debates last night, a lot of people don't wanna run for political office because, boy, they go in your rear end with a microscope, your life is not your own, you're subjected to just outright lies and misinformation. So a lot of people stay away, a lot of good people stay away from politics because of that. And I think that has more to do with people not getting involved in politics than anything else. The fact that it's thankless, and you hear more complaints and moans than you do, hey, boy, thank you for this or thank you for that. And that's why. But you make a good point. We think the same thing sometimes. What the young people, what will they do?
Well, we do have quite a few though.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Mayor, there's another
Yep.
question.
My name's Bernadette Helgenic. I'm at 8734 Stockton Avenue. I'm here because I want to know how things are working in this township. I've been here for several years. I've been ill for a lot of them. I'm starting to feel better. And I want to come and find out what's going on in my township. And I want to know who the people are. I know you're a golfer. My husband knows you. And his twin brother.
Oh,
So.
he doesn't talk about my golf game, does he?
No,
All right,
no,
okay.
never. That's boring to me, never. But I'm here because I want to see how things are run. And
Well,
I'm not
Bernadette,
young.
welcome.
I'm not young, otherwise I would say, hey, I'm a young person, I want to step in, but I'm not young. And it's just that I've had a problem with a neighbor recently, and I can't prove it. The police have no records. They've been calling and on us some stupid things. But I'm not here for that right now. I'm just here to observe and see who and what is brought up and how things are done. So,
Well, I would say that, welcome, like I said before. Also, our meetings are 3 times a month, okay?
too many, but that's okay. 2 times should be more than enough. And
Oh,
one of them
well,
should,
you know,
they should be on some kind of a camera or something, because I tried to find the minutes from the last couple of months and they're not there. They're
They
not
don't
on
get
the,
there until they're approved.
June, I
They're on
mean,
there now, they
there's,
should be.
for
God
July,
bless.
August, September,
Not September. Up to August should be.
up to
done.
August, I hadn't seen anything since June.
No, I looked too.
They're
August
not
was
on
there
here?
late today,
Oh, okay. At
but it
least
wasn't
it's
there
Oh.
yesterday maybe.
Okay.
Okay, because I tried to look, because I wanted to see
Yeah,
what,
September's not, because except this one that we just approved.
okay, well, that's what she, you know, I said I looked, because I wanted to know what the heck was going on in this township.
Well, you're also, obviously with Channel 19, the Facebook, and also all around Pennsauken.
Well, I'm
is a
not
big
gonna sit
start.
and watch Channel 19 forever, knowing when you're on or not on, or even if you are on.
No, I'm
it's-
talking about, you said you would like to get more involved and know what's going on in Pennsauken. I'm giving you, besides our particular
Oh,
meetings,
yeah, I've done
I'm
that.
giving you the sources. And I will reiterate what Mr. Taylor has said. If you really want to get an in-depth and sit down, okay, and answer any of your questions, pick up the phone, call the office here. I'll be more than happy to meet with you anytime and go through.
That's why I said
and
I'm
bring you
learning,
up to
I'm
speed.
learning because I don't know what,
I mean, I'm doing that tomorrow, or Friday.
I'd like to have some
Couple
educated
people.
questions, and if you don't know, how can you ask? So-
Bernadette, write all your questions down, call there, I'll meet with you anytime. To bring,
Sure.
Wasn't there someone who was gonna put an institute on over at the library they talked about some time ago?
Well, it was
That-
a
yeah.
government thing.
It was
wasn't
a government thing, and I saw the young man at a Jersey One thing, and he said, I'm gonna be in touch with Pennsauken. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to, there's a group,
It was like a civic.
it's a civic thing, and it's 6 parts. And we were gonna have it at the library, where, we'll try to reach out to him, I'm sure we still have his card. But Bernadette, first of all, welcome. And you, Sally, Joanne, this gentleman we met tonight, we're not upset that people, we'd like to have a room full of people.
Oh, sure.
You know, well, really, it's not like we say, because that's the way you get the truth out there, that's the way you can ask questions. As Joanne said, put stops to rumors that are out there. So we welcome that. We're not ashamed of anything we do. We don't do anything illegal, clandestine, or anything like that. So we welcome you, but,
By the way, we don't do everything right, John?
Hey, I learn by my
And
mistakes.
by the way, that's okay.
Mhm.
You know, that doesn't bother us. You know, it's like, yes, okay, we're wrong, we'll fix it, okay? I mean, the last person I know, you know, never made a mistake, you know,
Yeah.
walked on water too, you know? So we have no problem with that. We're very receptive to that.
If you have
we
issues
appreciate that, too.
and you call the office, go to extension 152 and just
Yeah.
the mayor's secretary will take all your information and
Really?
guide you and help you out with that.
Lillian, I've talked to her.
So to look.
That's, oh,
Or
Lillian?
or
Lillian.
Amy, or Amy.
Lillian's 155.
May I interject? One of the things that may have been a challenge for you is not finding information right away on the website when you start perusing. And I think one of the things we've been working on a lot this year is to rebuild the content there so that you can get more information about how your township's being run without having to make that call and ask specific questions. So you want kind of a framework, you know, so it should be accessible to you
Right.
by, you know, going to look. But also feel free, one of the things I found very helpful was to go into the different departments within the building and ask them what they do. And they really, you know, there is a variety
I'm
of things.
just a
They're very
housewife.
thin, but they're really doing a lot of
I'm
different
just a
things.
housewife and a homemaker,
Yeah.
a babysitter and a whatever.
That's important.
And
That's
it's
important.
very intimidating to talk to people of authority.
Why?
Yeah.
You can talk to
We're
me, and I'll
regular
find out.
people.
Yeah,
I understand that
It's scary.
quite,
it can be,
It
yeah.
is.
I understand that, but it's still,
Mhm.
I'd love to know who each and every one of you, what you do, how you can help me.
I got it.
Well, this is the mayor.
Yes, I understand.
I got it.
I'm Jack Killian, I'm committeeman.
You're not, you're from where or something.
No, I'm not
No,
Figueroa. Figueroa's over there.
I'm from Stockton, from Stockton
Your
Avenue.
father lived across the street from me. Yes, Mr. Norm. Yes.
And I was born and raised there.
I love
That's
him.
I
Mr.
lived- I
Nod,
lived
that's
2
Mayor
blocks
Nod
that
at
way.
the end.
No, no.
He was a sweet man and I
Make
loved
sure you
him.
add that one in.
Did you put that out there?
And that's Betsy,
No, I didn't.
Betsy McBride.
And I'm doing
Taylor?
clean and green kind of stuff around town, so if you hear of any
Clean
of
and
the
green?
clean and green
Oh, okay.
initiatives.
That's Michael Joyce, he's our township solicitor.
Hi.
Township solicitor, what's his name?
He's a lawyer, he's a lawyer.
Oh,
Okay.
he's
That's just a nice one.
He keeps us, he keeps us straight.
okay,
Like
And
the
that's
bad
Gene Paolino,
He's the clerk.
Clerk.
all right?
okay,
The assistant clerk over there, Pam, the assistant clerk,
okay.
filling in for our other assistant clerk that's sick. Frank Sinatra is from that all around
I've heard
Pennsauken.
his name, yes,
You met Mr. Figueroa.
yes.
And we have Mr. Edgar Husky, he's the township administrator.
Mr. who?
Edgar Husky.
Edgar Husky,
Edgar
Polish guy.
Mr.
Yeah,
Grouchy.
no luck.
Like, he-
Me too.
he row hustle.
Me too.
But he doesn't like the bus.
You don't like Kabasi now, it's back
And, you know, going back to something,
And
we've
retail.
learned, I think several years ago, we started putting, you talk about information and you make a good point. Like a lot of our codes about fences, so we've been trying to put, and we're learning, come to us, say, make suggestions. Someone from the public made a suggestion when we were advertising for open positions on boards. They said, well, you know what, it's all well and good, but you don't tell people what it consists of, how many meetings. So we learn. But we try to, and I know as Betsy said, we're trying to work on getting more information out there so you can go on your computer and pull up things without always
The
having to
entire
make a
code
phone
book is
call.
on the-
Okay.
Yeah, that's, well, I came here, I expected a big meeting room with a lot of people. I really
That's
did.
next, that's next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
That's
Next week.
when we
It'll be
have
the same amount of people, just a bigger.
Yeah.
And Bernadette, there's a dress code. I mean, you gotta look really good because the cameras are
Yeah,
up
the
there.
cameras
are-
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta,
but you
there's a
never
dress
see the
code.
film.
Then there's a prom night,
We're gonna
you
film
know,
it, and
it's a little bit later.
So you make me feel a little bit better.
We like the pictures in here better.
Now, my husband's ex-military, so it's nice to see airplanes and, you know, so, and do this, oh, I love that. So,
John, can I ask you a question? Obviously, you go around I guess, checking on towns on compliance and boards and things like that. Fair statement?
Yes.
How do we rank compared to other towns? I mean, are we A plus, B minus, whatever the case may be?
Are you driving before you ask that question? You have to get out of this town without getting a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
If you want an honest answer, when I did FD, everyone knows what FDS stands for,
No.
financial disclosure statements.
Oh.
When I did FDS, Ross, when I first discovered this problem in Pine Hill and then Gloucester Township, I went through every single FDS list, because that's a good way you pick up. And there was one issue in Morris River, one in Weymouth, Pine Hill, Gloucester Township, Pennsauken. There's only 5 towns.
Okay.
Out of those 5, Weymouth took care of it. I'm not sure what happened in Morris River. I think the guy resigned, or was no longer on there. There was a mistake. Gloucester Township, they really didn't do anything. They just put up a brick wall. Pine Hill nastily did something. Pennsauken was professional about it. I will give you that. In terms of the housing authority issue, have I been able to monitor every housing authority? I haven't had the time to, because it's not like, you know, most of them don't have websites yet. The state law that was passed through this time frame, most of them don't have websites. So that's a lot of phone calls to make.
Sure.
To find out who's the executive director. And half the times with these authorities, it's not just housing authorities, it could be an MUA, it could be a sewer authority. The person on the phone really does not know what the custodian of records means.
Right.
And they don't know what Oprah means either. So it's a lot harder. Have I done a few? I have done a few, like for instance, Haddon Township. They have their housing authority information, or some of it, on their township website. So I'm able to get a little bit here and there.
All right, good. Well, thank you. Thank you for that information.
But it's not like I'm signaling out Pennsauken.
No, I didn't mean that. It's always good to find out where you rank
By the way,
compared to other things, you
You
know?
thinking about moving here?
I'm happy living at home right now.
Oh, okay.
What town are you from again?
Gloucester City.
Well, that Joanne Young, 65 82 Park Avenue, you know, you talked about admitting when you're wrong or whatnot. I must say, at least in this past year, anything that has been brought to you fellows and has been very open, and I've already praised you on this before, and how open you make the agenda and how you limit our questions to practically nothing anymore, because you take the time to go through each resolution and whatnot and explain it and give us an idea what it's about, and you make it more transparent, so and not that you were hiding things before, it just felt like it was, because it was glossed over so quickly. And I know it makes the meetings a little bit longer, but at least we feel like we understand it and we're part of it, and we understand the process, which actually causes you to be less skeptical because you understand the process behind it now. And I do appreciate when John brought these things to your attention, that it might have been, not sure if he was accurate at first, but once you did check into that, you were very open about it and very wanting to get it fixed, and even reached out to us and other groups to try to get it out there and get people to fill the position. So I do appreciate that, and you know, we
Well, the bright side will make it less intimidating for people like Bernadette,
sure.
who this is a new experience, so it's good. It's good all the way around.
Just want to say my name
Yeah.
is Bernadette Helgenik, 8734 Stockton Avenue. I, maybe on the Pennsauken network, they could put, we're looking for new people to come join us, to discuss things in the township that may be interested to you. Come at our meeting at such and such a date, 5:30, maybe a little bit early. Can they come after 5:30, or they have to be here exactly 5:30?
No.
You can arrive anytime, yeah.
Okay.
Except
It doesn't mean
if
you'll
the
be
meeting's
here.
really short, if the
Yeah,
meeting's really
right.
short, we might be gone already.
But have someone to, like, my husband would work till 6 o'clock. He'd come home, he's a bear, he wants to eat. So he'd hurry up and eat, maybe he could be here by 6:30. So if I have everything, he's not a bear, honest.
He's not.
But,
By the way,
no,
by the
food
way,
is a
he's
number
gonna
one.
watch it now, you know, he can call him a bear.
But it would be nice to know that there is a meeting advertised so that they could come and know that it's available. 'Cause I looked in the Pennsauken paper downstairs, and I'm like, I know the meeting's tonight, and there's nobody here. It didn't look like it.
It's mentioned in every issue of All Around Pennsauken, it's mentioned.
If you get it, I don't always get it.
Well, that's something we can
So-
discuss after the meeting, because I can take care of that.
Now, it is on Channel 19.
It's on Channel
all the time.
19, it's on every,
What
it's on
Every meeting.
every,
Announcing when the meeting's
Channel
on.
19 News, which is aired periodically throughout the day. It's,
Who watches that all day though?
Exactly.
There is, if you go to the website.
what I'm saying is it's accessible.
The website has
The
it.
website has it too.
And you can call.
Website has a calendar,
Yeah.
and on the calendar, it will list the primarily,
Which website?
On the
The
t- on the
Township
website,
website.
under events,
Under
or
events.
events and calendar, I think it is.
Events and calendar,
Mhm.
yeah, lists
I'll
all
have
the
to look
meetings
there then.
and the
Planning
times.
board, zoning board, give
One
you all
of
the
the things
boards.
that I was always challenged with, from a public perspective, was that the first two meetings always said agenda/conference. And that was kind of daunting to me as to what does that mean, you know,
Yeah.
is that the township committee, you know, meeting by themselves and nobody's allowed there? And then it says public meeting, you know, maybe we need to do a better job of saying they're all public.
We were supposed to change, that was supposed to change, and we'll have to change it, because it should be, you call that an open business meeting. All meetings are public.
Right,
All
right,
meetings are public.
right. So it may be the terminology on the other meetings of the.
Old habit.
Informal
That's all.
meeting.
Yeah. Or it's a, yeah.
Round table,
just me.
oblong.
Yeah.
So
you just have a meeting.
Township
saying it
committee
changes
meeting,
already.
and,
It just
and
seems
Just
to be a
don't call them
little
anything,
more
all meetings, that's
Yeah,
all.
that's all
available
good
to
too.
the
That's what I-
public to know that
I
it's
make
not,
agreements.
you know, secret, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
people, and then you feel kind of weird, am I supposed to go there or not?
But you could always call the township any day and say, when's the next meeting?
God, who the heck, yeah, that's what I did.
There you go.
I kinda like the 5:30 meetings, cause I come
No.
right from work, you know what I mean, so that way I do get home at 9 o'clock.
No, I like 5:30, but I can make it, I'm home, but, it's about the car, my husband's on the golf
I'll
course.
pick you up. I
But,
can find your house.
I'm around the corner.
I know.
But, no, it's 5:30 is fine, but like I said, if I was able to come, if I couldn't come at 5:30, I'd come later when he was in, that would be.
But once again, if your husband ever wants to get off the course after dark, and after he finishes 9, make a phone call.
Why?
If he wants to meet, if anyone
No,
wants a
he's-
question, we'll be willing
He's
to meet
happy
with
in his own
anyone.
little world. He's busy
Aren't we
caring.
all?
No, he's busy, he runs back and forth taking care of his mom. He's busy, you know, with that, so. All right.
Any other questions? Seeing no other questions from the public, make a motion to
Make a
close the
motion to
public.
close.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 212-267, public may comment.
This is actually, 267 is a resolution authorizing a closed session of the Township of Pennsauken. This is going to be discuss contracts, and we should also add personnel to that, Mr. Mayor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, sorry, roll call,
Roll call.
Jane.
Mr. Figueroa.
Yes.
Mr. Killian.
Yes.
Ms. McBride.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Mayor Knopf.
Yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Mayor, can I ask
Where are the
specifically what
I don't
contract
do
they,
it, so it's just-
with what union?
It's not with the union, it has to do with what we talked about in the military.
Okay. And personnel is of the housing authority?
That, it's among others.
Among others, okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.